Welcome back to Garden Ninja. Today we're in Manchester and we're doing a front garden transformation. So we're going to turn this front garden into a formal dream, and we've got Morrison Ball, the RHS award-winning landscapers, here today helping out, and we're going to transform this over the next week and keep you up to date on the progress and how we're going to turn this into something of a dream garden. The Period Properties garden was completely overgrown, and the client had asked me to come in and to create something that was beautiful but also low maintenance. It also had to be in keeping with the age and style of the property. By using a formal design, we could mirror the Georgian proportions of the house. It also gave a clean, tidy look to this new front garden, and I used spheres and repetition of this shape to bring cohesion to the design. So we're nearly at the end of the build now, and today's the day when we're going to do the planting. So the terraces we've put down with the York stone and the steps are going in, and I'm now going to plant up these evergreen box balls and also the bay trees, and these are going to feature as the main structural point in this garden. They're then going to be softened by a bed full of lavender, alliums and some really nice cork steel planters with Agapanthus in. What we're doing now is using the planting plan that I've got, laying out all these evergreen shrubs to make sure they're in the perfect position. And once I've done that, I'll dig a hole and commit them to the ground. So I've got the structure now with the evergreen bay trees and the box balls, and I'm now moving on to the edge. So I'm using this beautiful Carex that will give evergreen colour and will really soften this edge. And then I'm going to infill it with a load of lavender hid coat, which will fill all the space over time and burst up with these bright purple scented flowers during the summer. So I'm going to get those in now and then show you the next phase. So the hallmark of formal garden design is symmetry and repetition, and what I've done in this garden is repeated this bowl shape both of the box and the bay throughout, which links it together as a formal design. I've also used symmetry in edging the design in this Carex and making sure that everything is in proportion. So the lads have just finished laying the York stone. Steps are done, all pointing's finished, and it's been left for a few days to set. We then fix these cork and steel planters here, which I'm then going to backfill and put these beautiful blue Agapanthus in. So with the cork and steel planters, what I've done is I've mirrored the proportion and shape of this Georgian window. And you'll see that in these Georgian windows you've got 4 panels and they're symmetrical. So the cork and planters are also a similar proportion, equally sized, and there's 4 of them, which takes your eye from the planters to the window and back again. The proportions are really key in garden design, and if you get them wrong, things can look higgledy-piggledy or just at odds with each other. So by taking these windows and mirroring with the planters, it helps pull the garden towards the house and make it look like it's all one cohesive design. So I'm just about to put these blue Agapanthus into these cork and steel planters. Now Agapanthus love to have the roots restricted, so I put some upside down plant pots on the bottom of these pots to try and restrict the space because they're quite tall. And by restricting the roots, you're going to help this to flower, because in those conditions it puts all its energy into growth and flowers. So restrict the roots and make sure that you're not putting it into a huge container, because you'll just get loads of foliage and no flowers. So I've just finished this formal front garden makeover. Let's have a look at how it looked before. So we've got these gorgeous York stone steps, York stone terrace, everything's in proportion, we've got repetition, we've got symmetry, and some really formal planting. This will look great all year round. I'm really pleased with it. So I'm going to pack up my tools and get on to the next job. If you've liked this video, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can watch plenty more garden design how-to guides. I've been Garden Ninja, happy gardening.